When Russian opposition leader Aleksei Navalny touches down at Moscow's Vnukovo airport on Sunday evening, he'll be taking his latest risky gamble in his clash with the Kremlin. Navalny will be returning from Berlin 6 months after receiving treatment there for a nearly fatal poisoning, allegedly carried out by Russia's Federal Security Service. The Kremlin has denied involvement in that attack, but Russian authorities have said they will arrest Navalny in connection with an old conviction, widely seen as an earlier attempt to silence him.
Есть три версии, и все имеют право на жизнь. Это первое, это то, что Навального не пустят, паспорт разорвут, либо рейсы отменят, либо еще что-то. Вторая версия, то, о чем вы сейчас сказали, арест или еще что-то. Третья версия, ничего не сделают, то есть дадут ему возможность приехать домой. Если его посадят, то, очевидно, он превращается в российского Нельсона Манделу. То есть для власти, мне кажется, наступает момент такого политического цукцванга, чтобы она не сделала, ситуация для власти будет хуже.
Throughout the last decade, Navalny has drawn tens of thousands of people to his political rallies, including many young people disillusioned with widespread corruption in their country and President Vladimir Putin's 20 years in power.
Кто сажает людей? Кто сажает людей, чтобы красть?
Focusing on Russia's oligarchs and political elite, the efforts of Navalny and his team to expose corruption at the highest levels have often made him a target. In 2017, he was sprayed with green antiseptic dye called zelyonka that left chemical burns on one of his eyes.
Что, может быть, в Кремле считают, что я с зеленым лицом не буду записывать видеоролики, но я их точно буду записывать, потому что меня посмотрит еще больше людей, и меня это совершенно точно не остановит.
A lawyer by training, Navalny founded Russia's Anti-Corruption Foundation, which was often raided by police. He and his supporters produced documentaries that got millions of views on social media. In January last year, they published a report on Russia's new Prime Minister, Mikhail Mishustin, investigating the sources of his alleged massive wealth.
Мы собирали досье на Мишустина аж с 2015 года. Почему? Потому что всегда знали, что он вор и коррупционер. У нас есть все документы со всеми фамилиями и со всеми доказательствами. И сейчас мы расскажем вам, кто же стал вторым человеком в России.
Months later, Navalny fell ill on a flight from Tomsk to Moscow. He was eventually evacuated for treatment in Germany, where doctors said he'd been poisoned with a Novichok nerve agent. Western nations said it was an attempt to murder him. The Bellingcat investigative team and several other Western media presented evidence that specific FSB agents had been trailing Navalny for years. Navalny made another YouTube video, garnering millions of views.
Я знаю, кто хотел меня убить. Я знаю, где они живут, я знаю, где они работают, я знаю их настоящие имена, я знаю их поддельные имена. У меня есть их фотографии.
Navalny has already been jailed more than 10 times and spent more than 100 days in custody since 2011. The threat to re-arrest him on his return to Moscow relates to an embezzlement conviction from 2014, which Navalny says was politically motivated. Russia's prison service said Navalny had not met the terms of his suspended sentence, requiring him to report to a police station twice a month. He has pointed out that he was being treated in Germany.
Те люди, которые сейчас обиделись на то, что они меня все-таки не убили, и я выжил, и теперь угрожают меня посадить.
Navalny may be arrested as soon as he arrives at Moscow's Vnukovo airport, but thousands of his supporters have said they will be there to meet him. The authorities may let him go home and arrest him on his doorstep. In any case, Navalny has raised the stakes with the Kremlin, aware that his detention would generate headlines and more Western condemnation. If he is arrested, he could face 3.5 years in prison.